Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So it's my free-to-play account. I'm going to be doing the high score challenge with all Luxor Bees except for 2 medals. Now my pet medal has a Luxor Bee, that's all there. I was initially going to go for 5. I'm going to try that at the second part of this video. For the first part, I wanted to see if buffing my own final form Shion here, or final boss Shion for North America, to see if we can do more damage than just trying to buff an Axel EX. So I'm gonna go with this. Axel EX has to be the friend medal for that 21%. It's somewhere here. I know Byron's sharing it. There you go. Boomba. So 49%. I can do 56%, or I can do all Luxor Bees, put a second chance on one of them, and try to have Axel EX by himself try to clear the whole thing. But I believe without a strength buffer, Axel EX won't be able to hit the level 600 guys. That's just a guess. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we need that strength buffer there. So this is my free-to-play account. Aqua and Stitch is not going to be in here. This is just going to be whatever we can pull and whatever we can farm the Luxor Bees. So same deal. I am using magic. I'm not using magic. I'm going to go the magic route because I'm using speed medals. And I'm going to try to see if I can get away with just tapping on these guys. Now, Luxor Bees have to be 6 stars, which doesn't seem to be affecting anything. I am going to have to kill one of these guys. I have no choice. If I activate my Kyrie right now, she's going to be destructive and kill everything. I'm going to try to tap on one of these. Okay, they all survived. That works out. If they all survive and you have a single hit, you do tons of damage. Again, the only issue is that I'm not buffing right now. I'm not actually getting any buffs in. I want to go for the swipes here. If I swipe, will it do damage? It did damage. That was a bad choice right there, guys. It doesn't matter. I can't activate 0.2 Kari without annihilating this group right here. It's a fact. Though in the general defense, times 6, even though my 0.2 Kari is not guilted, it would still do a ton of damage. So, right here, I can though. From here, this point on, my 0.2 Kari should be safe to use. And we're going to go all the way, all fours through the whole thing. Now, this is kind of similar to my main account. I did do 49%. On my main account, I did Axel and 1 Luxor Bee, and that's how I got 49%. With the friend medal 21, so right there. So it's exactly the same percentage. I'm just wondering of how much this would make a difference. Kind of. It shouldn't make that too much of a difference, but this is more of a free-to-play setup. But when you really think about it, it's exactly the same as my main account. I'm trying to go for if I need to pull once or twice or more than that. I'm not 100% yet, but I will be pulling on this account at least once, maybe even twice. All I want is those 14% medals. If I grab 2 14% medals and get myself an illustrated Goofy, I think that's an amazing trade. 6,000 jewels for a ×5 buffer. It's like trying to pull for Lingering Will. How many of you guys went to go pull for Lingering Will? Most of you did. Most of you tried to hunt it down. I'm going to pull twice. I'm going to give myself some new medals, a chance to Sword Art EX, and the illustrated Donald, not illustrated Goofy, if I didn't say that already. So illustrated Goofy, dry forms, and a chance at 2 special medals. So I think that's pretty good for 6,000 jewels. And whatever else I get along the way. So this high score challenge is definitely worth the pulls if you guys have your Luxor B separate, or if you have some 14% medals already because you did a pull. It's definitely worth it, I think, just for how much value you get. You get 2 good pulls, and you get yourself an illustrated Goofy, maybe. I don't know. I gotta do some testing. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure if I pull twice, I'm guaranteed it. That's an extra 14% on top of all of this, which should do the job. Also, the dry forms are buffers, so they will add to my score because I will be buffing my medals if I pull the speed one. If I don't pull the speed buffer, then I pretty much not gonna do anything for buffing wise. So we are at 13,545,000. It does look like I have to pull. I just want to see if this versus more Luxor Bees would make that big of a difference. Now, I'm pretty sure Axel, as a friend medal by itself, will not be clearing these. 17,510,000. Last group. This actually might be the same exact score as my main account. That's how sad that is. My main account had pure buffs, like perfect 7 buffs of everything, and using the Axel EX with the HD Shion copy in it. This is basically just final boss Shion. Wasn't even enough to take this guy out. Oh, that's bad. Let's tap over here. I don't want to take the chance, but I'm pretty sure Axel will do it by itself. I don't want to use my Nova. Even though I already got my single hit in, it doesn't matter. There we go. We got a score of 22,298,000. That is using my final boss Shion. So now I'm going to see if I can beat that. I'm going to go in again. I'm going to use just... is that the same score as my main account? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm going to use all Luxor Bees and just a 0.2 Kari along with the Axel EX free medal and see if I can beat that score. Alright, so I'll add another Luxor Bee. 0.2 Kari is sitting where she's sitting because if I put her in the Spirit slot, she'll get a multiplier of a 2.50. I don't want that. If I put her at the end of the Divine Rose, she'll get a multiplier. And the reason I'm using Divine Rose is your highest level Keyblade will make your friend medal do more damage. So if I click on this right now, you'll see my Axel EX. It does 15,449. Now let me switch to a level 25 Moogle Glory. It just dropped 14,449. Compared to the 15,449. Now let's drop to a Sleeping Lion that doesn't have any levels on it. 9,853. So the higher level your Keyblade, the more damage you're going to dish out. Some Keyblades add a higher multiplier. As you see, this level 25 was better than the last 25. So basically, you guys got to look at that. 13,971. I think Proud Mode Keyblades do hold higher value on the friend medals. As you guys can see, a level 6 is better than, well, obviously. But yeah. My Moogle Glory versus the other level 25, big difference. Just look for your strongest Keyblade. If it's just a buffer, because your Keyblade is not going to be doing the damage, your friend medal is. Alright, I restored my SP. Again, I forgot to mention one thing, like I mentioned on the other high score challenges. Those bell enemies, they have a buff on them. You wanted to turn those enemies to increase your score. So you might be like, oh, I only need like 100,000 more score. It might be from those bell enemies. To turn those enemies to get rid of that buff on them. Especially if you're doing the green, you guys want to make sure that that buff disappears. Right here, one of these guys are going to die. There's no choice here. Just because my attack medal is further now, it's not 2 slots behind. Before Final Boss Xion was the 3rd last medal. But now I have to go through 2 Luxor Bees, which really sucks. But that's totally fine. Swiping and tapping, it doesn't matter what you guys do. As long as you're not using a multi-hit medal, you're totally fine. Multi-hit medals, you got to keep as much HP on the enemy as possible. So tapping is very important. When you're using medals like Final Boss Xion and Axel EX, swipe away, guys. Swipe away, it does not matter. And if it does, it's like, ugh, and I don't think it does. So... not that I don't think it does. Lots of tests, lots of tests have shown that swiping doesn't matter when you're using a single hit medal like this. I should end up with about 880,000 or somewhere around there. 887,000. I'll replay this, tap, leave a bunch of HP, and it'll be around the same score depending on crits or no crits. So just remember that. You can swipe as long as all the enemies survive. If it's a multi-hit medal, you want to make sure you're tapping so your multi-hits land. If all hits don't land on a multi-hit medal, you lose a ton of score. But in this case, it doesn't matter. So, again, not even the bell enemies. There is other enemies that have self-buffs. And most of the time, you either have a dispel of some sort, or the enemy itself will lose its buff eventually. So, you want to make sure that you keep an eye out for that. If the enemy has a buff, try to lower its buffs for multi-turns and then finish it off with your MVP. If you don't do that, you're losing out score because it's stopping you from actually getting a better score. I believe this guy has buffs on him. No, he doesn't. He's just very, very tanky. You don't want that counter to go through unless you have a really good second chance setup where if he kills you, second chance lets all the debuffs sit on him and you'll do more damage. You guys can do that if you want to take that route. If you have those buffs that can stack and you don't have enough for your own setup. Losing my voice, don't do it. Video's almost done. Stave voice, stave. Alright, right here. High Wizard has 2 bells. The bells have 1 speed attribute up. So I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can to this High Wizard because I know for a fact level 500 is not going to be enough with this Axel EX. It's just not going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap on the High Wizard. We have a chance of being put to sleep, which really sucks. But this is what you guys got to do. I'm not asleep, but I need second chance here. Second chance activated. I just noticed I'm not wearing my skill perk setup, which really, really sucks right now that I think about it, because I'm going to need second chance for a lot of these enemies, and I do not have my skill perk set up. So that second chance activating is a blessing that's going to rarely happen from this point on. So right here, this does take them out. They lost their buff, which turns out beautifully. We get a better score because of that. And now that I think about it, my last run didn't do that. So I might be missing score right there. This guy right here, even level 450, I don't think we're going to get past the level 450. I'm going to try. I feel like activating a Luxor B here just to make sure that I kill it, but we're going to see what's going to happen. Let's see if I'm right. I could be wrong. 0.2 Kari and an Axel. I'm right. I'm right by like 90,000 HP. Oh, second chance. Please, please, please. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Now it just needs to happen, I believe, 2 more times. 2 more times or 3 more times, which is quite a lot. Now that I think about it. But this means we're missing out on a ton of score just because Axel's not one-shotting them. We're not doing that ton of damage, but we do have 7% extra, so that 7% might turn out a lot better. I'm about to find out. We're pretty close to wasting all our SP, but it looks pretty good from this point. Whoa. Did my attack even go through there? I gotta rewatch that. I felt like I didn't get an attack there. Please kill him. Okay, it killed these guys. We only have to get 2 more second chance 2s, which this whole room's completed. Last one we did was 17,500,000 when we ended this. Oh, man. We definitely have to 2-turn these ones. The buffs on this one doesn't matter. If you guys notice, there's no speed buff. So those 2 buffs do not matter. You don't have to 2-turn these guys. But I have to 2-turn these guys because this setup's not strong enough. This setup's not going to do enough damage. Definitely not enough damage. Please, second chance. I just need second chance twice. Give me some lucky run. Of course not. I'm going to come right back, guys, and do this at this point right here. I got to put on my skill perk setup and try to go through RNG again. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back at this point. I did the last group, the bell enemies. I didn't 2-turn them. I just 1-turned them because it was just taking way too many attempts. They kept on putting me asleep. Second chance 2, all that. Too much RNG. So I'm going to try to match this exactly with the other one. Second chance 2 activates here beautifully. We do have 2 more enemies on top, but that only means 2 more second chance 2s. Hopefully this is the run through. This takes a lot of resets, but this should be the one. And I don't feel like my pet's attacking there. I think it's glitching out. I could be wrong. You guys tell me if you're watching this, but it looked like my pet glitched out there. So last 2 enemies. This one enemy will be able to 1-turn, but not this one. So this one, we need a second chance 2 to go off, and the last enemy, and then we're good. So again, the bell, what I was telling you guys, I didn't 2-turn it. I 1-turned it, so it had its buff on. So this should be a good replication of the other one, just with 7% more. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Please, second chance 2. Second chance 2. 1 more to go, and we're good to go. Pure RNG. That's all these are. Pure RNG when you guys don't have the right metals. Or you can't use the right metals because you need percentage. You need percentage on these. So last hit right here. We do have enough SP for the rest of the room. Next enemy is going to take 4 SP, and the last enemy is going to take 8 SP, which should be fine. Or it should be as long as we get 2 more SP off these guys. We need 2 more off them. If we kill them, they should give us 2 SP. Crossing my fingers. So this guy gets 1-turned. Last run I did was 17.5. This one's at 18.221. If my memory serves me right, and I think it does, this turns out a lot better. So the first run, I thought it would work out. Maybe on the missing ache if you have enough SP bonus. But we're about to find out. Actually, we know already, because 17.5 compared to this, the score already is just by 700,000. That's a 700,000 difference. We're going to hit 23 million if we survive here. We have to survive this hit now. I have enough SP. That's an awesome attack, but please, second chance 2. Second chance 2. Finally. Finally. This works out beautifully. I don't want to take the chances of going over and over with that bell. That bell just took way too much RNG. If I want to perfect this run, I'm going to have to do that. But for now, I just want to see which one was better. Using 7% less and use your own MVP, or using a friend medal. Using the friend medal gives us an extra 1 million score because of that 7%. So there you go. You guys don't have to do the testing for yourself. Most likely you did already. It's been out for a couple days now. But I like doing these videos just so new players or players who are not aware of this know what to do for next high score challenges, or just improve on their game altogether. So there you go. I'm at 23,225,000, which puts me in place 3,543. Now, so I'm gonna save the rest for another video. I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna add another 14% metal, and hopefully we get the right one. If we do the right one, I'll show you guys a complete run through with a total of 62%. It's gonna be 62%. 62% might be enough. I'm pretty sure it's enough, but we're going to try anyways. We need the right pull. I'll talk about that in the next video. For now, that's all I got. As always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.